Little past 5:17, we got a good old-fashioned mess on our hands once again. See a little lightning out there as we take a live look over 7th and Range Line in Joplin. The rain just continuing to pour down, and it will do so for the rest of the morning. Very heavy rain for the central portion of the 4 states. Also, too, multiple storm reports coming out here overnight. We can kind of get a better look here about what we've got. I want to focus in up here by Chanute at Martin Johnson Airport. Check this out, 75-mile-an-hour wind gusts recorded. That was late last night, just before we turned the clock to midnight. Then out here just to the west of our viewing area, you'll see the red icons in Cowley County, right along the Oklahoma-Kansas state line. They did have a trained spotter report a brief tornado touchdown. It wasn't an open field. No reports of any damage and no injuries, but that's something that we'll also keep our eyes on and monitor throughout the course of the morning here to see if any more additional information comes about from that. As far as what we're going to have storm report wise for the rest of the day, it's really going to concentrate on the flooding. Got to give you an idea. I'm going to put the storm cones in there. That shows you how everything's moving up to the northeast. And so we concentrate on what's down to the south and also out to the west for the rest of the day. With that being said, here's a look at our 24-hour accumulation totals. If we push into that pink area out there by Fredonia in southeast Kansas, that's close to 7 inches of rain right now. Chanute sitting at about 4 inches. Work our way toward the east. Joplin at 1.9. And then we taper off to about 1/4 of an inch on the far eastern edge of southwest Missouri. But it's going to keep piling up, even on the eastern part as well. And here's a look at all the flood warnings we have. Some of these are going to have to be extended into the afternoon hours. Certainly, we can't expect all of them to expire at 10:30. In fact, there we go. As we go out to the west, that indicating it doesn't end until 1 o'clock this afternoon. And then, of course, we have river-specific flood warnings as well for just you pick a river, and we're going to have to keep a close eye on it with everything that we picked up. Let's go back to 7th and Range Line, talk a little bit about our temperatures. As we sit at 66 right now, a whole bunch of 6s on that board, whether it be the wind or whether it be the temperature, and still clinging to some 70s down to the south. We see 72 in Miami and 70 in Anderson. For the most part, everybody's in between about 65 to 67 degrees. We've got that line that stretches from the Red River right through us and then makes its way up to Illinois. You can tell the cold front's on the northwest side of that. Our temperature is a little bit below normal for this time of year. It's not going to be too bad. It's not like we're going to have a massive drop-off or anything, but not much of a warm-up in sight because of the amount of cloud cover and thunderstorm activity that we have. So as we push through Wednesday into Thursday, you can just tell, even though it becomes spotty at times and sporadic, if you will, it still continues all the way into Thursday. Now, Thursday morning, that's when we can finally begin to push everything kind of off to the south and the east as well. We'll clear out on Thursday, not going to look too bad whatsoever. And then we're going to actually sit back and enjoy a little break here for Thursday into Friday. Give you an idea just from the national perspective. That's quite a good amount of rain into the weekend for the contiguous 48. 7-day forecast, really not warming back up into average temperatures until, say, next Sunday and Monday. That'll put us into the 80s. Should be sitting about 82, 83 this time of year, but more importantly, know that the roads are already flooded pre-sunrise. And do me a favor, don't even try to make it through some of those low-lying areas. Let's plan on detouring right now before we even head out the door.